Now, across the political spectrum, the polls show that President Trump's approval has taken a hit lately. And when a giant in the Republican Party pointed that out, the president was furious. But as political analyst John Keller shows us, Trump just needs to look at his predecessor to see the danger of dismissing the numbers.
I think we had the greatest 100 days in the history of our country for an administration.
But that's not what the wave of 100-day polls show, with the Real Clear Politics website average showing Trump's popular border security crackdown is weighed down by concerns over other immigration moves, and his foreign policy and management of the economy and inflation sagging well underwater, a red flag for this Republican commentator.
There's a lot of concern about the economy. The president's ratings on the handling of the economy and of tariffs are in the 30s. And his overall approval now is in the mid to low 40s, and that's not a good place to be 100 days in.
Rove's comments so angered the president, he lashed out online, dismissing Rove as a total loser who's been wrong about everything.
You ignore at your own risk.
Veteran pollster Dave Paleologos of Suffolk University recalls how then President Biden waved off his polling collapse after the disastrous 2021 withdrawal from Afghanistan, only to learn it had become his new normal.
What Rove is pointing out is you better address these quickly, address the tariffs, which he probably will, and the economy before you have the Biden effect, which is once you go underwater, you stay underwater.
Paleologos agrees with Rove that blunders like posting this online impersonation of the Pope don't help. But he predicts Trump will amend his economic policies in reaction to negative polls.
If people learn by their polling, they'll do quite well. Otherwise, they're doomed to fail.
Do you believe Donald Trump learns from his polling?
I believe he does.
Okay, so John, people may see these polls and some may be intrigued. Others may be like, we're still 18 months out from midterm elections. So, how much do these polls matter this far out anyway?
That's a great question for anyone to ask. Absolutely, Courtney. The polls can definitely change, although, as Paleologos points out, it's not written in granite that they will. Just ask Joe Biden. And opinions about President Trump are pretty well baked in by this point. But, Courtney, Republican control of Congress is on the line next year, and we're not far from the point where members worried about being dragged down by Trump disapproval could start peeling off on key votes. So these polls do matter, and I can tell you the White House, I'm sure, is concerned about them.
We're going to continue to keep an eye. Those polls mean more than you think.
No matter what they say.
All right. WBZ's John Keller staying on top of it for us. Finger on the pulse, David.